in forever. How did you find me here? I guess you're here to check out the apartment, I guess, right? Right. Okay, so here is my kitchen. I don't cook too often. This is usually the part of the area that I usually spend most of my time on, making my sandwiches and everything. And then over here we have our stove. I'm not going to show you everything that's in this because obviously I'm sharing a room with 3 other girls, so yeah. And here's our kitchen. That's all you get to see. So here is the living room. My roommates and I like to stay here and study together sometimes. A lot of the time my friends come over and we watch some movies. So yeah, wanna watch a movie? Or actually maybe I should just show you the rest of the apartment. Okay, so here is a table that my friends and I like to eat on. I mean, what else would you use a table for? Studying, you know, the works. And so yeah, I like it because it's square. So yeah, let's go. So now we're gonna check out my vanity, which is right over here. I have just my soaps, facial washes, lotion and whatnot, toothbrush, toothpaste, the things that you need. And also down here is my compartment area where I put most of the stuff that I need. Ready to see my room? So this is where I keep most of my shampoos and hair conditioners and also my laundry detergents and stuff. Hey, so anyways, the next part of the room that we are going to go in is my bedroom. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been waiting to see it, so come on in. Oh, wait. Make sure you take off your shoes, please. Thanks. Okay, so come on in. So the first part of my room is this right here. This is where I keep most of my clothes, as you can see, you know. These are more of just my basic stuff like shirts, tees, pajamas, socks, the works, pants, and whatnot. And then up here is my printer. Here is my makeup area. It looks a little different. Usually I have those drawers and stuff like that, but I wanted something new and I decided to put in a basket. So yeah. If any of you guys did not know, my theme in my room is gray, white, and a little bit of black. So yeah. Also, another area that I really spend most of my time in is this desk. Up top here is my nail polishes, here's more of my makeup, my lipsticks, and then my perfume and my face care products, my books and papers that are important that I must keep. And here are my books, and over here is my schedule for school. And then right here are some products that I just recently bought. And yeah, so I have a couple jars here next to my window, and one of them is where my go-to medicines are, like cough drops, Tylenol. Here is, if I ever get any flowers, I usually just put my flowers in here. Also, I have this jar of hair ties, hair pins, and hair clips. It's very convenient to just have it there, and it's just easy to grab. Here are my most used face makeup items, as also with my brushes. So yeah, that's on my windowsill. And then up here is my calendar and my motivational board. So in this board, it's basically just things that I've learned about myself, I've learned about life and school and stuff, and this usually changes every other week or so. I use it as a little reflection just to, you know, remind myself of the good and positive stuff and also the realistic things. And one of the things that I have here, I'll just read a random one for you, which is, do something good for yourself. Right there. Okay, so since there's this right here, this is my bed. It's really simple, like you already know. I don't really decorate my room too much, or barely. I have one memory foam pillow, and then I have one squishy one because I like to change up when I'm sleeping, laying my head on. And then here is a fluffy one that I really love. I always get comments about these, that they're super fluffy and nice. Since I love fluffy things I also have a fluffy throw, and that's essential for me. I love fluffy throws. Yeah. Over here is a little decorative piece, I guess you can say. Also, I use this on my desk sometimes when I'm kind of chilling or cold. But this is from Mexico. This is my favorite item in my room because it's just different, and there's like turtles on it, and then all these ruffles at the side, and it's just unique. And I bought this when I went traveling to Mexico, so it's my favorite item. And then lastly is my closet. Okay, so here is my mirror. So here's my mirror, and then over here pretty much where I keep most of my stuff. Like down here are my shoes, my boots, my sneakers. Yeah, that's where I pretty much put everything. Also, here is my hamper where I keep my dirty clothes. This side is my sweaters, my cardigans, my jackets, and my heavier winter coats. And then on this side is my crop tops, shirts, and my flannels, more fuzzy sweaters. And at the back here are my dresses. It's kind of hard to, you know, go up here, which is why I have my handy stool. So up here is my scarves. Here is things that I can't keep in my kitchen just because they're too big. And then here is my jewelry and other stuff. I don't really wear too much jewelry nowadays just because it's just one less thing to do to save time. And then here are some of my board games and other entertainment stuff. And then this thing right here is where I keep most of my bags. It's one of my favorite baskets, if you want to come over and check it out. So here's where most of my bags are. I really like this just because it's very simple. I love basket stuff, and it's white, so it's part of my color scheme. Okay, so you've already seen my room, my bathroom, my living room, pretty much everything. So now I guess bye, Felicia. I'll show you where the door is. But yeah, so how are you? I didn't know you knew where I live, so yeah, now can you just get out? Bye! Thanks for visiting. Come again soon. Next time, let me know when you're coming over. We'll have dinner, I guess. Much love. Okay. Knock. Oh. Well, let's start with the kitchen, which is my favorite part of wait. I also like making sandwiches here. I love this table just because it is square. Okay, let's go. This is pretty much what it is. Ta-da! And then the best part is the bathroom and also my toilet. Who needs a toilet?
Poopers.
So anyways, here is the toilet. This is where I shower. Also, this is my favorite puff. I use this every time I shower. Here's what my desk looked like. This jar, I don't know why this is here, but this jar is if I ever get any flowers, which I probably won't, I will put my flowers in this jar until they die. I really like how they look dead, and also a lot. What are those things called? My hair tied with my brushes. My brushes aren't here because I'm washing. Do you want to hear another one? Okay, so basically so since wait, is it too dark? Okay, I guess you're really normal and as if I'm talking. I'll see you later. Bye, alligator. Bye. Oh, next time. I guess it's just time to go. Bye, Felicia. Thanks for visiting. Also, make sure you let me know when you're visiting again. Bye.